What's up, y'all? I'm back with another episode. And today I want to get into, or should I say this evening, I want to get into homelessness. How getting out of homelessness saved my life. For those of you who are new and you want to take out the time to go check out my backstory on my videos, you feel free to do so. You don't have to watch all the videos, but you can watch enough to get an understanding about my backstory. So, yeah, y'all. For those of you, again, like I said, who knew that I was on the brink of being homeless and didn't know what I was going to do as far as where I was going to stay, it was a tough situation. Meaning that it was something that I didn't know what I was going to do because I didn't have any money. I didn't know the next place I was going to go to, and things like that. And I had family dilemma amongst that the situation that I was in, and yeah, I was just very fearful of becoming homeless because I had exhausted all my options. Not that um, I'm a bad person. It's just that the personal things that I'm dealing with gave me a bad deck of cards, and I had to figure out a way to navigate through it. And so I had some highs and I had some lows, and it was just one of those situations where I was just I was scared beyond recognition because no one on this planet should be homeless, man. And no one should be suffering or being punished for this game called life that we're all in playing. And we shouldn't have to suffer and be punished for something of that we don't want to do, right? We should be able to be free to choose what we want to do and how to live our lives the way we want to live it. You know, and so yeah, it was very very tough for me to really try to stay that course as far as doing what someone else is telling me to do and feeling like that was the right way to live, and be doing what I thought was normal, which is make money all the time, you know, and never have any time to myself. And so now that I had a rude awakening, and I decided to choose what I want to do in my life, things have become different, very very different as far as me being healthier. I say as far as um, besides my heart issue, um, being healthy, like being able to wake up every single day and y'all able to see me and y'all able to see me make these videos and tune in to me and just me doing my everyday life, you know, in my new space, you know. But yeah, it was very, very, very tough, man. And I had to constantly prove it to some of my family members about me being this type of individual that I didn't want to be, and it was just wearing me down, you know. Um, you know what I'm saying? It was just real tough, and you know, I always had an issue with that, as to what am I doing in this life, and then what am I doing by trying to prove something to someone else? It was always one of those things that was really bugging me to death, man. And those type of situations had caused some dilemma with me and my family because of them wanting me to live a certain way, and I don't want to live that particular way. They wanted me to live it, and it caused me to have to move. Um, but again, I was in fear because I didn't know where I was going to go, right? And when you talk about your backstory and let you and be raw and authentic and let people know what's going on, you never know what can come of the situation. And so in this essence, for me telling my story, I had somebody, or I wouldn't say just somebody, but I had a few people who looked at my backstory and really had gravitated towards me and wanted me to live give me the life that I wanted to live, you know, and was touched by my story. And so they had reached out to me and, you know, and we talked back and forth, and it was just pretty much about me picking and choosing where I wanted to go. And, it came down to me leading me to where I'm at now, you know, and, it was just very tough for me, man, at the time. But, if it wasn't for people coming through, I don't know what I would do, you know, you know what I'm saying? So I'm forever grateful, man, to be in this predicament. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that, you know, always again, I always wrestle with the idea of, of what are we all put here for? What's the purpose of what we're here for, right? I know one part of it is to learn and evolve, with this game called life. But you know, basically, me doing what someone else wants me to do, it just never sit well with me. It never sat well with me at all. And I just said, forget it, man. I got to be able to create a life that I like, and that I'm able to live out the rest of my years on this planet the way I want to live it. And I've got an opportunity finally. But again, if I didn't have this, I'd probably end up somewhere unalived because I have personal issues uh, that I'm right now fighting to get out of. That would cause more and more problems if I was homeless than if I wasn't homeless. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to cross my T's and dot my I's to make sure that I didn't get in that position, and I succeeded in that. And so, for any of you that may have a situation or who can attest to my story, and talk about this, and talk about this in the comments pretty much, then drop some comments below this video and let me know your experiences and how you got out of it and what it took for you to get out of it. Because I know there's a lot of you out there who had some stories out there when you was homeless. You know, I'm really intrigued to know what your story is. And we can correlate. Back and forth with each other, and we can we can discuss. We can discuss um, obviously your experience, because I'm telling you this video about my experience, but I wanted you to talk about your experience. But yeah, yeah, I'm glad to be out of the situation, man. I appreciate a lot of you guys that said I'm a lot happier and I'm a lot freer, and that I am. You know, I know there's issues going on in the world still, and I'm going to get to those videos back, like I was getting to, um, real soon. But just talking about me right now for a second, and about just the journey that I've been through. You know, my ups and downs, more downs than ups. But now it's going to be at this particular point. If it keeps on rolling, it's going to be more ups than downs. You know what I'm saying? And so, I appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you guys for you staying with me on this journey. Um, I can't thank you more. I can't thank you enough uh, by rocking with me, man. That means a lot to me because it lets you know that you're invested into me and to know how far I'm going to get with my life. And for you guys, that's why I engage with you guys, because we are a family here. We talk. And I want to continue to be in that. You know what I'm saying? We all interconnected in some kind of way, and this is just a platform that we can do that at, and I appreciate that. You know, um, but yeah, y'all, getting in this situation has really saved my life. You know, and I'm forever grateful. I'm forever grateful to be in this space. because a lot more people should be in the same space that I'm in. They shouldn't have to slave their lives away. You know, they shouldn't have to be punished because of something that they don't choose to do because they feel like the herd is doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So, um, no, I don't believe in that at all. I don't believe people should do that. I believe you should live your life how you want to live it, create it how you want to create it, enjoy it how you want to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And just live your life. Be happy. Like that. I forget the name of that artist, but he was saying that he was like, "Don't worry, be happy." Yeah. Everybody should be like that. So, um, that's all I got. I wanted to come on here and just drop another video with y'all. Because I said I'm gonna start cranking these videos out more. Now that I'm getting more settled in to where I'm at. Um, Please like the video. Please hype the video. Please share it and subscribe if you haven't already. We have I feel as though I have interesting topics to bring to you guys, and just wish you guys to continue to stay tuned and continue to stick with me while I drop this content. All right. With that being said, you guys enjoy the rest of you guys' evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace and love and prosperity. I'm out.